Welcome. In this tutorial, we are going to look at the 3 mistakes that most of the new programmers in Python program often make. If you are relatively new to this channel, please remember to like the video and to subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comment section below which of the 3 mistakes do you often make in your programming process. The first mistake relates to the use of the equality sign. If you are coming from a mathematics background, I know that when using the if loop, you are likely to be tempted to use the equal sign, maybe to test if something is equal to something else, or maybe to test something like if x equals to 1. I know this temptation. Maybe you want to print something if x is equal to something. As we can see, the program is complaining because this is wrong. Instead, you are supposed to use the double equal signs instead of a single sign. So in this case, if you are to hit enter, you obviously see that the program is doing the indentation for us because it appreciates that the equality sign should be double equal signs instead of an equal sign. This is a common mistake, and if you are relatively new, you are likely to be tempted to think that you're supposed to use a single equal sign when you are testing the equality. The single equal sign is normally used in creating variables. For example, if we want to create x equals to 1, then with that one it would be okay. But we cannot say x equals to, this is wrong, as you can see. The single equal sign is used to create variables, while the double equal sign is used in testing the equality, normally in loops and other areas. So do not forget this mistake because it is likely to hamper your programming process. Let me know in the comment section below if you experience this mistake most of the time. The second mistake relates to the temptation to use the Caret symbol when you want to raise a number to the power of another number. For example, if you are coming from the Excel program where the Caret symbol is used to raise numbers to powers, for example, if we want to cube 2, then we use the Caret symbol in the Excel program, and if you hit enter, then we are going to get an 8. If you are coming from such a background, I know the temptation that you are likely to be tempted to think that in a Python program that you use the Caret symbol to raise numbers to the power. So for example, if we assume that we have our x is equals to 2, like we had before, then if we want to cube 2, so for example, x2, I know the temptation, you are likely to be tempted to think that you are supposed to use the Caret symbol like we have done in the Excel program. But let's try this method to see what we are going to get. So then we print b. Let's run the program. As you can see, when we use the Caret symbol to cube 2, we get 2. And obviously this is wrong. As we have seen, 2 cubed equals to 8. So this is a mistake that you should avoid. When you want to raise a number to the power of another number, you should use the asterisk, the double asterisk. In this case, we are supposed to use the double asterisk to cube 2 in our case. So if we run the program, then we are going to get the right answer, the correct answer. So as you can see, we have gotten an 8 like we did with the Excel program. This is a mistake that you should avoid if you are relatively new to the Python program. Let me know in the comment section below if you experience the same problem like I used to do when I started programming in Python program. The third mistake relates to the use of the while loop. In most cases, when you are using the while loop, you are likely to forget to increment the loop. So for example, let's assume that we are doing the I equals 0 while I is less than 5, print I. In most cases, if you are relatively new, you are likely to forget to increment the I. Even if I know that this is wrong, let me try to run this program. As you can see, this is an infinite loop. It is never ending. Let me stop it. If you forget to increment the loop, like I had done, so the I in my case will always be 0. To solve this problem, I need to increment the I by I equals I plus 1. So let's learn the program. Now as you can see, now we have a finite loop. Our loop is ending at 4. So we have incremented I from 0 to 4. This is a common mistake if you are relatively new to the Python program. You are likely to forget to do the incrementation or to increment the I or the value that you want to be iterated. You can avoid this mistake perhaps by using the for loop. Maybe in this case, we can use the for loop. Let's comment this one. For I in range 5, print I. In this case, we do not need to iterate anything. This one we learn simply okay because the I loop does not have that problem with the looping. So let's learn the program and see what. As you can see, the for loop has solved the problem that we had with the while loop. So if possible, to solve the problem related to the while loop, you can use the for loop. However, you should remember that it is not always possible to convert a while loop into a for loop. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.